Mind if I join?
Yeah, go on.
There are so many heartbreaking scenes in Heartstopper Season 3 that had me bawling, but I think the one that really takes the cake is when Nick finally breaks down and lets it all out in front of Tao. Like, Nick had been bottling up all his pain for so long, always trying to be strong for Charlie, for his friends, for everyone. But when Tao offered him a shoulder to cry on, that was such a vulnerable and emotional moment. Tao, being the sweetheart he is, just let Nick pour out all his feelings, and honestly, I was a mess watching it. You could feel how much Nick had been holding inside, and it was such a relief to finally see him let it out. And speaking of gut-wrenching scenes, the moment Charlie finally confessed his struggles with his eating disorder to Nick and just broke down in his lap, that level of vulnerability was so raw and emotional, and it was tough to watch Charlie in so much pain. But the way Nick handled it, being there for him, was just incredible. The love and support he showed, especially when he went with Charlie to talk to his parents, was everything. You could see how much they mean to each other in those moments. And then, the phone calls. OMG, the phone calls. The scene where Nick was talking to Charlie while he was in the psych hospital.
I've got these rules in my head about food, and if I don't follow them, I feel like I'm gonna die. Sorry, I have to laugh about it or I'll just cry.
Well, even if you do have anorexia and OCD, the word sorry is still banned.
Oh.
That was so emotional. You could just hear the worry and love in Nick's voice. Knowing how much he wanted to be there for Charlie but couldn't physically be there made it so much harder to watch. And when Tori called Nick during his vacation to tell him that Charlie wasn't doing well, and then he called Charlie about it, that broke me.
Are you okay? I was just wondering if you've been eating okay.
Nick's panic and helplessness as he asked if Charlie was eating, it was so raw and real. You could feel his heart sinking with every word, and it made me cry again.
I think you were right.
Honestly, the first 3 episodes were just an emotional roller coaster.
I don't know what to do.
They set such an intense tone for the rest of the season. For me, the most heartbreaking scene might be when Charlie broke down in Nick's lap. Watching someone you love struggle that much while feeling so powerless to fix it is just devastating. But what about you? Which scene hit you the hardest?